You are watching or listening to Ore's Real Talk. That's Real Talk. Make sure you subscribe and follow and like and share. No, but big man, make sure you subscribe. Okay. I said real, chicken, real, O-R-E, real talk. Let's go. Come on.
Today's Ore's Real Talk, okay, on Instagram Live. Everyone is free to join, okay? But if you do join or request to join this live, please note that I will be uploading this on Instagram and I will be uploading this on SoundCloud. So you have to be happy to have your face and your voice, you know, on SoundCloud and your face on YouTube if you want to join this live, by the way. So make sure you have your drinks ready, because I've got my drink ready, boy. But you see, like, today I've seen all sorts of things and I'm just going to say, every entanglement in your life, yeah, God will remove it in Jesus' name, because what's that? But anyway, let me just take a sip. I'm not saying anything, but like, some of these opinions that I've been seeing, it's kind of like, can you really say that, oh, this is right or wrong? Like, isn't every relationship different? I'm curious to hear what people think before I say today's topic. Everyone's relationship is different and everyone knows what's best for them. So you can't really have one rule per se. You know what's best for you. Let's put it that way. Right. We move. Okay, so today's topic is something that was brought to my attention and I was really like, what the heck? But I'm actually curious to hear what you guys think. Okay, so this was sent, I'm going to show you because I'll show you from my other phone. This is what was sent to me. Okay, so I'm reading from my phone. Now, someone called Tracy, I'm not going to put the full app, but I was really like her, basically tweeted a picture of two black brides on their wedding day, okay, when they're doing like the church wedding with their white dress, and then posted one picture of a white bride in the same attire on her day. And this is what she tweeted, okay? And I want you all to pay attention to this. This is not a white wedding. It is a European traditional wedding for white people. This is our traditional wedding. The question to black people is, why do you spend so much money to be like whites? African wedding and European wedding wearing white people's hair. Hashtag coconuts must fall. So I was based on Niger culture. Okay, I can't really say Niger culture because we have so many tribes. So based on Niger Yoruba culture, because I'm Yoruba, okay? This traditional wedding that she's saying, a lot of us, if you're joining and you know about it, you know it's not really the wedding per se, it's engagement, right? So you know, like, I'm not sure how Igbo people do it and Hausa people do their own culture. Shell, I see you, hi. But with Yoruba culture, the way I've seen it and the way I've experienced it, yes, the traditional is important, but please, if you are, maybe you know more than me, just correct me there so then I'll correct myself, okay? Because I'm not saying I know it all, but based on what I've known, based on how I've seen it, the traditional wedding is more of the engagement. right? If I'm wrong, please let me know. Okay, so by this person stating that, what's it called? That we're spending so much money to be like whites, I do not agree with it. If you agree, you can let me know. Obviously, everyone's opinion is welcome. But I'm going from the basis of, okay, let me set an example. Has anyone watched Don't Tell the Bride? Okay. If you watch Don't Tell the Bride, you can raise your hand or give me smile or thumbs up or whatever. But if you've watched Don't Tell the Bride, okay, I'm making a point from this. I'm not just trying to say something random. If you've watched Don't Tell the Bride, you can see that there's a lot of couples, okay, that when they do get married, even if they practice Christianity or not, they say their dream wedding is to do it in a church. We had someone called Tracy that wanted to tweet something. Okay? Now, let me tackle it one by one before I go back to that Don't Tell the Bride thing that I was trying to say. So please, guys, make sure you're following me. Now, she said, this is not a white wedding, it's a European traditional wedding for white people. This is our traditional wedding. The pictures that she has shown, I'm showing you guys. Can you see? You see the pictures? You can see in this picture, it might be too bright, but in this picture, the bride is in a church, okay? You can see in this picture as well, they're just coming out of a church. It might not be that clear, but basically they're just coming out of a church. Now, before I attack the rest of the tweet, my question to you people, and to her if she sees this randomly, I don't know, she might see it, is, can someone doing a wedding in a church be your tradition? Think about it. It might sound funny. You guys might be laughing like, what the heck? But think about it. Can you, I need to cross my legs for this. Can you, no, seriously, you say a religion is your culture? Because to me, you can't classify a religion as your culture. Okay? Therefore, if you cannot classify religion as your culture, why would you say that the whole idea of doing a wedding in church is your culture? That doesn't make sense. Tackle this properly, because when I first saw this, and I saw that bit, when my friend said this to me, I said to the person, look, I've never in my life, okay, I don't know if maybe it's happened though, but I've never, that's never capitals. Like, you know when someone is sending you a message in capitals and they're literally, you're like, why are you shouting? That's what I was saying. Like, at that time, I've never in my life seen a black Muslim get married in a church. Okay, they will do their nikai, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, right? They'll do the nikai, and they'll still do the trad. Okay, do you get what I mean? So how can someone get married in a church and you said that is appropriating your culture, when church is a worship place? Church is it's not, you know, a club, it's a worship place. Church is like mosque, church is like synagogue, is a worship place. So how can you now say someone doing their wedding in the church is appropriating your culture? Do you know how many people don't believe in, you know, Christianity, but they will still do it and say that, oh yeah, it's just a fantasy, it's like a fairy tale. So they've now turned the church into a fairy tale. So how can you can't claim a worship place as your culture? Sorry, hold on, I need to check, what did this person say? Someone said traditional wedding has been modernized nowadays. Yes, it has been modernized. I agree with that. It has been modernized because if you speak to certain people, the way, especially like with Yoruba ones, the way it's been done sometimes, it's like, it's not, you don't need to do all of this. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I want you to understand from what I'm saying. Like, so, okay. So, based on Google, okay, so religion is the belief in and worship of superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods for other people that practice other religions, okay? So that is the definition of religion, right? Hold on, before I continue, people are saying, so someone said, I'm going to keep coming, guys, to you. Sorry, I'm not just trying to like enter the thing. Someone said she's very wrong to say that because induction and all that are just way of introducing both families together to me, and church wedding, if just people saying, Lord, take control and here's the person. Yes, I agree with you, Patient. So in the olden days when they have the traditional wedding. Okay, yeah, Toxbank, I understand what you're saying. So yes, exactly. So Patient, I agree with what you said. So some people, they would, you know, do the traditional as, oh, it's part of our culture, okay? And then the church bit for them is more of a declaring your marriage before God rather than man, before God, asking God to, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So asking God, you know, as us two believers, we come before you to declare our vows. So it's kind of like the vow is not just between you and your husband or you and your wife, it's between you both and God. Okay, so I'm going to check what the definition of culture is. Okay, and basically it's saying, so the first one is saying the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievements regarded collectively, and it's also the ideas, customs, and social behavior of a particular people or society. So it says the ideas, customs, and social behavior. It doesn't say anything about religion there. Okay? It doesn't say anything about, oh, you did church and wedding, that's your culture. It's not possible. Okay? To now attack the last bit. Okay? Now, I actually want you people, please, to drop a comment and let me know what you think about this before I actually digest it properly. Do you actually think, so she said, black people, why do you spend so much money to be like whites? Okay, I want you to underline that. Then she said, you're doing your wedding and you're wearing white people's hair. Okay? My question for you all is, do you actually think wearing a wig or weave means you're trying to be white? I just want to understand something before I say anything. Perspective, actually. So I'm curious to hear from a guy's perspective. Do you think when a female is wearing a wig or wearing weave, she's trying to be white? I'm just trying to establish something here, because I know I'm not, but I'm just trying to establish like the way society portrays some things. Let me say it this way. A lot of the time, people forget that white people are not the only people with that textured hair. And I've seen this on Twitter sometimes, when some people are criticizing black females, even black guys sometimes when they're criticizing black females. I see this sometimes, but people forget that white people are not the only people with that textured hair. Okay? It's very, very rare. Very rare. Very, like, if I ask all the girls that I follow on Instagram, it's very rare that you'll see a girl buy, you know, there's different textures hair you can buy. So it's very rare for someone to buy European. There's always like Vietnamese, Peruvian, Brazilian, things like that. It's very rare to see someone with European hair. So that's one thing I want us to remember. So by saying that black people are trying to be like white people because we decide to do our hair like this, I'm sorry, but it doesn't, to me, it just means you're being shallow. And the reason why I'm saying you're being shallow is because you yourself, you're just thinking that you are the only person or you are the only race with that textured hair, when in fact you're not. If you see some Asian females' hair, when I mean it's long and it's full, okay, like the length, the thickness is, trust me, you'll see some pictures, you know, like, I'm not sure if any of you have seen documentaries of when they have to go to like a temple because of their religion to cut off their hair stuff. And when I mean sometimes, I'm not exaggerating, some of them it's actually down to their ankle and they cut it. So I would say shallow in the sense of you're only thinking you are the only race with that hair, and you're really not, love. You're not the only people in the world. There's a lot of people in the world, okay? And you're also, so there's the two things there. So there's been shallow in the sense of you think you're the only people in the world with that hair, and shallow in the sense of you're trying to claim a religion as your culture. And to me, that is bull. I'm sorry. That is rubbish, you know? So people should actually think before they type. Actually digest what you say before you type, because there's a lot of things there that, I'm sorry, is rubbish. I was speaking to the mister yesterday, and I said to him, it's quite funny when you think about it, because you look at all these documentaries that have been coming out, but if you just think in general, like if you yourself just sit down and think yourself and just actually analyze everything, analyze the situation, analyze the past, analyze the present, okay, times, you would see that a lot of times the same people that will criticize, that will try to bring down black people, are the same people who will do one or two things which have been inspired by black people. And there's a lot of factors in life that, you know, black people would have to be put up against. Like, there's a lot of things, you know, that come from different directions. And that's why a lot of the time you would have seen a lot of people that always say to you, from when I was young, you need to work twice as hard, even more than twice as hard, because of your color. As long as you yourself, you know, not just know based on what you've learned in school about slavery and stuff, like, you know, okay, your roots, you know that it's not just everything on social media that is what you need to follow. It's you yourself as an individual. You know, this is my heritage, this is my culture, this is where I'm from. Not just, oh, whiz kid, burner boy. No, you know your actual roots. You know about your tribe. Even if you can't speak your language, try to understand your language. Because at the end of the day, regardless of if I was born here, if you was born here, you were born Syria, you were born in Afghanistan, you were born in America, mate, you see this color? See this color? You see this color? Can you see the color? Can you see the color? You see that color? Okay. No one needs to see your color twice and then say, yeah, you're not technically English, okay? Or you're not technically American, or you're not technically, your color, whether you have pali, you have red pali, green pali, blue, rainbow, you are black, okay? And you need to be proud. In these times, I'm saying this because I'm not seeing anything trending again. I'm seeing entanglement trending. I'm seeing Will Smith trending, Jada trending. And I'm not, for those that didn't watch my last video, make sure you watch my video on YouTube. The couple that I introduced, the husband said, we can get distracted very easily if we're not careful, okay? If you are not careful, if you do not have your eye on the ball, you can get distracted easily. You can have one person come in, say this, what about me? Another person's coming in, what about me? But because you're saying what about me, this person's saying what about me, that person's saying about what about trans, this person, people saying about what about the gay community in Black Lives Matter, what this woman is saying what about the females in Black Lives Matter. Everyone is saying what about me, but you're forgetting at the end of the day, you guys are supposed to be united, okay? And because everyone is saying what about me in their separate pockets, you are forgetting that you're causing division if you do not know. You might not know it in your mind, but you are causing division. Why? Because you are not thinking we are one race. We are all from Africa. Whether you're Caribbean, whether you're Brazilian, you are all originated from Africa somehow. So until you understand that, and you're just thinking, what about me, until we're actually united in one voice, people are just going to get distracted easily. Do you know how many tweets today I've seen about Jada? How many memes I've seen about entanglement? Okay, I can't lie, it's funny. Okay, I found it funny. I was just looking there laughing. Even the picture that 50 Cent put up, I was laughing. Do you get what I mean? I saw it, I was like, 50, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Do you get what I mean? You see these things, but Ogbeni, wake up. You need to wake up, smell the coffee. Okay? When you're in this skin, you are black. Whether you're female, whether you're male, whether you're a boy or girl, you're black. Okay? And you need to understand that little things will distract you. Little things will start trending. But don't get distracted. I'm not saying that you now have to camp in front of Parliament and start saying Black Lives. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you need to refuse to do to go to work or something. Please don't do that. You need to eat. You need to pay your bills. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you as an individual, understand who you are, understand yourself, okay? When you understand yourself, no one can with you, okay? I'm not gonna swear, but no one can mess about with you. Why? Because you not understand yourself, you understand where you're from, you understand your root, and you respect where you're from, okay? You might want to do a little banter here and there, like sometimes I'll be with my partner, I like to banter like ha ha Niger, ha ha ha, this and that. But I'm still proud to be Nigerian, okay? I'll still rep all day, green, white, green. I should have even worn Gilly today. I will still rep. I'm proud to be Nigerian. But at the same time, you know, I understand. So if someone's, I don't know if it's maybe how I was brought up, but I know for a fact, if someone was to ask me where you're from, the first thing that will come to my mouth is Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. Okay, I wasn't born there, but I'm Nigerian. Because that's my roots. Even if I'm here, that is my roots. So, us people, let me put it this way. I didn't even draw anything on the whiteboard because I've really gone into, let me just take a sip. Let me take a sip. If you don't know how many factors are pointing at black people, let me illustrate to you this way. Hope you can see my whiteboard. Have you got your jotter and notepad? You got your jotter and biro? Okay. This is black person, yeah? That's black. you might not be able to see it, but it's obviously going to be in the other direction because you guys are, but I'm just going to illustrate so you can see how many things are pointing in. You don't need to necessarily see the diagram itself, but I want you to just understand something, yeah? See, black people, let's just say this is the black community, right? In that circle. Cool. There's so many factors that are like attacking this circle. Let's say pressure points, okay? You got one pressure point, okay, that is around other races. I'm just going to group other races together. Yeah? So you got your other races. This is one pressure point going in. Why did I say other races? It's not just one race that have problem with black people, okay? You see things sometimes that happen in Asia with black people. You see things that have been happening in China with black people. It's not just one race. So at the same time, so that's why sometimes you can't just go on what's trending. You can't just look at, oh, this is what's in the news. Like, the media won't show you the true picture. You need to remember, not every country will show you their faults. Not every country have the freedom of speech to say, oh, this is what's going on in our country. This is how we treat black people. They won't do that. Okay? You need to wake up. Not every country will show you videos of them kicking black people out, making them sleep on the streets, denying them rights to go into certain places. They're not going to show you that. Why? Because not every country wants to see themselves. They don't want to portray themselves as bad people to the rest of the world. It's all about packaging, right? They will package themselves in a certain way that you'll think, wow, this place is so fantastic, but you won't see what they're doing to those people until you hear stories about all these, let's say, people from, like, I saw a documentary about people from Ghana that was being sent to different countries to do like housemaid jobs, okay? And if you see the stories of how they were treated, they weren't told that before they went. They were just told, oh, it's an opportunity, foreign land, make money. But they don't know what's going to happen until they get there. So it's not just one race, it's other races against black people. When you're looking at other races of black people as well, have you ever, like, just one day, just sat down with yourself and just thought, oh, let me just actually understand how colonization worked back in the day? Just sit down one day. Like, you don't have to take it too seriously. You don't need to start getting like a book and just start writing it down like, yes, I'm going to do this. But just sit down one day and actually understand. Like, just take one country, for example. Take Kenya, for example. And just find out how they were colonized. I guarantee you, when you see that, I'm laughing because it's going to make you think, what the F? Like, why are people so wicked? It's really sad. Why are people so wicked? Like, the things that they did to the children, to the females, to even the men. I remember I said this to someone yesterday. We were just having a discussion and he said they treated them like animals. And I said to him something that was really sad. I said, you're saying that they treated them like animals, but I guarantee you, I can bet you all my life savings, yeah, if you was ever to do any of those things that they did to those people in Kenya when they were being colonized, to a dog in this country, oh my gosh, you're effed. You're actually finished, okay? So you can't even say that they were treated like animals. They were treated less than an animal. Because I guarantee you, if they ever did those things to a dog, to a cat, to anything in this country, in this day and age, you're pissed. So it's even beyond it. So that's why I say sometimes you need to sit down and actually understand how colonization worked, because it makes you think. It makes you think. So that's why I said with black people, you have other races that are against them. Unfortunately, it's life. Religion. Yeah? Religion. I know some people can be like, what do you mean religion? Religion is good. Yeah, I'm a believer. Religion is good, okay? Yeah, I believe in God. Religion is good. Do you get what I mean? Religion is a beautiful thing. Spiritual growth, all of that, lovely. But at the same time, if you're not careful, religion can be used as a weapon. And I know some people are going to be like, alright, why are you like this? You're just trying to I'm not atting anyone, okay? But I'm just being honest. I'm being truthful. A lot of people don't want to say it, but if people are not careful, religion can be used as something that can be used as a weapon against black people. If it's not used in the right way, if you're not being preached at in the right way. How many people like do you see that are part of KKK that say they're Christian? They'll tell you that they're Christian. They'll tell you that God this and that. They will preach to you. But if you're not careful, religion can be used against black people. Religion can be used as a weapon. If you're not careful, religion can cause conflict. You see things about Boko Haram, all of these things. If people are not careful, this same religion that can be used to help people grow, that can be used to help people become better people, can be used as a weapon against the black people. So that's just, look, other races against black people. You have religion against black people. I break everything down too much, because if I did, we won't leave this live today. Yeah? You probably can't see it. The third one, you have black people against black people. Why did I say that? Different tribes against different tribes. Yeah? Go to a country, this tribe is against this tribe against that tribe. You see all of that? That's number one. You have, I know some of the guys on this will be like, don't do that. I'm not saying all, but you have some black men that literally criticize black females. Like, you would think that they don't have a black mother, that they didn't come. Maybe they came, I don't know if any of you guys remember cartoons. You know the cartoons? When the cartoon is just coming with the bird and then the baby just drops from the bird. Yeah? That's what some of these people think they came from. They think that a bird just flew over their parents' house and just dropped them. Like, they didn't come out of a black woman. That's what I think they genuinely think, because we see the way some of them criticize black females. It's appalling. Even if that's not who you want to date, you don't need to criticize. Even if that's not your preference, you don't need to criticize. You just hold your lips. You don't need to be a keyboard warrior. It's not that deep, mate. It's not that deep. So I can't really go into it, but you have black people against black people. But let me just correct this, yeah? Even though you have black people sometimes bringing other black people down, you have Caribbeans versus Africans. Mate, we're all one. You don't need to say, do you know how many, if you go back in history, how many Jamaicans originate from Ghana? I know some people are going to be like, but it's a proven fact. A lot of Jamaicans originate from Ghana. Okay? So we are all one. If there was no Africa, there would be no Caribbean. There'll be no if there's no Africans, there's no Caribbean. If the world never had Africans, there'll be no Caribbeans. Do you get what I mean? So you have all of these different things. People arguing over dumb things like, how do you say plantain? Is it plantain or come on? Like, there's bigger things in life. It's food. Just eat the food. That you don't need to argue about how to pronounce the food item. Just put in your mouth and enjoy it. And fam. But at the same time, you need to remember to be proud, okay? look at what's going on around you and use it as an opportunity to support each other more. You don't have to be frontline protesting, or yeah, it's good, but at the same time, if you can, you know, be someone that just encourages, even with your words. I've had people I never expected message me some nice words, and I'm just like, they're not the people that I would expect to message me, but it's very encouraging. It is very encouraging. Small things like that, small things go a long way. Okay, they go a very long way. But please, just to round up, I just wanted to leave this point. Black on black crime is not a real thing. Get that out of your head. Don't ever say black on black crime, because you don't hear people saying this on this crime, that or that crime. So get that idea out of your head. Okay, crime is just crime. Don't bring race into it, mate. Obviously, unless it's like based on a racial, like you're being racist and you're racially discriminating certain people, like the lynches and stuff, that's when race comes into it. But in regards to saying black on black crime, I'm sorry, love, don't let media and don't let society install like a certain perception of black people into your head. If you're not careful, even us as black people, they'll put a certain message into your head from young, and you need to rebuke it, mate. The same way you will rebuke entanglement. It's the same way you should rebuke the perceptions that society tried to put on us, because we are black and beautiful and we need to be proud. Okay. Make sure before I go that you follow me on SoundCloud. Okay, all of the videos that I record, the audio version is available there if you just want to listen to it, put your AirPods in or whatever headphones you have in, listen to it. Make sure you do. You might want to listen to it while you're driving, you know. Make sure you follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? And make sure you share this out to all your friends. Make sure you let everybody know that Orange Will Talk is on Instagram Live every Saturday, and all the videos are on YouTube, and all the audios for the videos will be on SoundCloud, okay? So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions you would like me to treat, just DM me. If you're not following me, make sure you follow me, and make sure you pass on the message that Orange Will Talk is here and it's going to just get bigger and better, okay? So until next week, ciao.